we are good to go.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to this grand finale of the first CHC Heritage Quiz Series. Heritage is the heartbeat of Calcutta Heritage Collective. And this quiz series has been all about inculcating a love for Calcutta's invaluable heritage, tangible and intangible, in the younger generation. After 6 rounds of quizzing each in 6 quizzes, nail biting finishes, neck to neck fights, we have a really deserving Birla High School and Indus Valley World School in the finals today. But let's spare thought for these other schools that participated. Loreto House, Heritage School, South City International, Akshar School, La Martiniere for boys, Mahadevi Birla World Academy, Modern High School for girls, St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Sri Sri Academy, and St. James School. You may not be in the finals, but you won hearts with your grit and sporting spirit. Thank you for making this quiz special, all of you, and I hope all the participants continue to be interested in heritage, especially ours. I'm going to call out the rules for this quiz, slightly different, not much from the other quizzes. We're going to have 7 rounds of quizzing today, not 6. I'm going to do 2 rounds of quizzing, then 2 questions in the third round. The next 10 questions are going to be by the patrons of Calcutta Heritage Collective, who we're delighted to have with us today. At the end of the fourth round, of course, it is going to be in the other direction, but I want to say this is slightly complicated. After Shubha Prasanna, the first patron to ask his questions, asks his first question, from his second question, we will move direction. From the opposite direction, we will ask the questions for the rest of the quiz. I hope that's clear. I will keep telling you as we go along. Now, we have 6 questions in each round. You get 10 marks, whether it's a direct or a bonus. And as we've told you all along, please answer, please attempt an answer, however wild the guess may be. Don't worry about that. Just answer, because there are no negative marks. You get 20 to answer on a direct question, 5 seconds on a bonus. Navpreet Arora, who's keeping time for us today and has done so every quiz, is going to be very strict with the time. So be careful. Now, you're welcome to form amongst yourselves a WhatsApp group to answer, but please be careful. Don't blurt out any answers, because we are only going to take cognizance of the first answer that we get. So if you've given a wrong answer and then suddenly know the answer, the correct answer, keep it. Don't blurt it out, because all you will be doing is giving points and clues to the other team, right? Now, one other thing, we have a certain format. The questions are going to come on screen, but not for very long. So pay attention, look at the questions, and we will be repeating the questions, of course, ourselves that you see on the screen. Very, very important. We've said this in every quiz. Please listen carefully to the questions. There are clues there. There are pointers there. If you think about those, you will not go completely off the track like you've sometimes done. So listen carefully. For today, cardinal rule, the quizmaster's decision is final. And we'd love to thank Oxford Bookstore, again, an invaluable part of Kolkata's heritage, 100 years old. Oxford Bookstore is giving us the wonderful prizes for today's final quiz. I think we're all set, excepting the 2 questions that we will have for the audience, as we have always had. Now, This I need to repeat over and over again. Please, nobody answer those questions other than students from your schools, the participating schools today, that is Birla High and Indus Valley. Only the students of those schools are eligible to answer those questions. And we have some lovely tea from Happy Valley, Ambutia, Darjeeling tea to send to you by your school to share with your family. Are we all set? Could we have you on screen, please, the students? I can't see you. Shamanai,
Ma'am,
possible to see the students?
yeah, the students are here.
Okay, okay. So all the best, Birla High and Indus Valley World School. All the best. May the best team win. Don't be disheartened if you don't. You've made it to the finals. That's a big thing. And just a last request, please play fair. You have a WhatsApp group, but please don't resort to unfair means. Try and play fair today. Okay? Good luck. Our first question in the first round. At which site in Calcutta would you find an Anglican church called St. Peter's, now a library, and designed along the lines of Trinity Hall, Cambridge, and gates called Plassey, Treasury, St. George's, Water, Calcutta, and Chowrangi? Where would you find these?
Ma'am, is this Birla High School's direct question?
This is Birla High School's direct question.
Okay, ma'am.
The
Our
school
answer is
who I've
Fort
named first.
William. This is Fort William.
Absolutely bang on, and that is such joy to me that you've opened the scoring with 10 great points. Thanks, Birla High, and congratulations. Second question, this one going to Indus Valley. Which famous Calcuttan, listen to the question, do the following people have in common? Ribbentrop, Stafford Cripps, Hitler, Clement Attlee. Who could possibly be common to them? Which famous Calcuttan? We all know him, famous, much loved hero for Calcuttans. Yes, Indus Valley.
Netaji Subhash
Your
Chandra
time has
Bose.
started. Absolutely right. He met all of them in his quest for India's independence and support for the same. He met all of them. Absolutely right. 10 points to Ivy. Both of you on 10 points each. Third question, this one to Birla High. Which famous English writer and Nobel laureate called Kolkata the city of dreadful night? Simple one, I think. The city of dreadful night. Which famous English writer called Calcutta the city of dreadful night? Birla High, your time's ticking.
Ma'am, Rudyard Kipling.
Absolutely right. Was that a guess?
No, ma'am.
Ram, was that a
No,
guess?
ma'am.
Okay. You took your time. I got a little worried because I thought this was an easy one. 20 points to Birla High. Indus Valley, you're on 10. This is your chance to equal scores. Before Victoria Memorial came up, what stood at that site? What stood at the site of Victoria Memorial before the monument came up? Indus Valley, your 20 seconds is halfway through. Take a guess.
Ma'am, the presidency jail.
I will give it to you. It was the jail. There was also part of a golf course there. I will give it to you. It was a jail. When you're not absolutely sure, leave it a little vague. Okay, 10 points to Indus Valley, both schools on 20 each. And that really is a neck and neck fight. Great going, both of you. Okay. Is this my fifth question, I think?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. He was studying painting in London when he was discovered and launched as a dancer by the world-renowned Anna Pavlova, who later also collaborated with him. Who was he? Who was this young man who was training to be a painter but became a world-renowned dancer when Anna Pavlova audition discovered him and danced with him? I really can't think of very many options for that. Only one. Go for it.
Uday Shankar.
Can only be Uday Shankar. 10 points to Birla High, Uday Shankar, and you've scored on every one of the questions so far. So I'm really delighted. Okay, the last question in my first round. This one is to Ivy. Indus Valley, who set up the Calcutta Madrasa or the Madrasa Alia near Sialda in 1780-1781 to facilitate the study of Islamic, Persian, and Arabic law and focus on Oriental
Warren
learning?
Hastings.
Absolutely right. Warren Hastings is so correct. Every question being answered in that round. I don't know if we've had that situation so far, but terrific. Great going. Both of you, 30 points for Indus, 30 points for Birla High, 30 points for Indus Valley at the end of the first round. I think we'll see the score sheet only after the second round. Okay, all set for the second round. We're moving in the same direction. Keep it up, boys. And by the way, I hope you've noticed that it's all boys quizzing today. And as Supriya Nevar said, all the boys are quizzing and it's two ladies who are asking the questions. I guess that always happens, as she said. So good luck. This is to Birla High. This famous Calcutta monument, seen frequently by all of us, has a base that is Egyptian, a column that is Syrian, and a dome that is Turkish. What monument is it?
Ma'am, this is Shahid Minar.
This is, of course, Shahid Minar. Great. 10 points to Birla High. That takes you up to 40. Indus Valley, I hope you're going to keep the momentum going. Okay. That was the Shahid Minar. But in the tradition of local lingo, for many decades now, what are known as Shahid Minars on the road? We keep seeing them, Shahid Minars on the road. What are these? This is something you'll have to take a guess at. And this is your question, Indus Valley. I can see someone smiling, Ram from BHS. I presume you know the answer. Wait for your turn. This is Indus Valley's question. Indus Valley, your time is almost up.
Ma'am,
Try
places where,
Shahid Minar.
ma'am, burial sites.
Not burial sites. You good guess, a great guess, but not burial sites. Okay. Birla High, do you want to
Ma'am,
take a
they
try?
are the speed breakers or the speed bumpers on the roads.
Absolutely. Great, great answer. Every time somebody is killed in an accident, that doesn't happen so much now, but it used to, they would put a little speed breaker on the road, and people would call them Shaheed Minars because somebody had become Shaheed there. Absolutely fabulous answer, Ram, from Birla High. That takes you up to 50 points, I think. Birla High,
Yes,
while
ma'am.
Indus Valley remains on 30. Long quiz ahead. Enough time for you to catch up Indus Valley. Go for this, Birla High. On 1st January 1876, the Prince of Wales, later King Edward VII, inaugurated one of Calcutta's much loved attractions. It's much loved even now. What was it? Birla High. 1876, the Prince of Wales inaugurated this.
Ma'am, I think the zoological garden in Alipur.
Absolutely right. The Calcutta Zoo. The Calcutta Zoo, I said it's very popular even now. Birla High on a roll, 60 points, halfway through the second round. Come on, Indus Valley, you can do it. You have it in you. Okay, another of the common two questions, Indus Valley. Queen Elizabeth II, Mahatma Gandhi, Mark Twain, Rudyard Kipling, Nikita Khrushchev, and Bulganin have stayed there. It is believed so has Ho Chi Minh. Dave Brubeck and his quartet have performed there. Where? What am I talking about? Which building? Indus Valley, this is your question. Indus Valley, your time's ticking, your chance to catch up.
Oberoi Grand.
Unfortunately, no. The question passes for a bonus, quick
Ma'am,
bonus.
it is the Lalit Great Eastern Hotel.
Absolutely, it was the Great Eastern Hotel, their iconic Great Eastern Hotel. It is the Lalit Great Eastern now. And congratulations once again, Birla High. You are on 70 points and Indus Valley are on 30 points. Okay. This has become a part of the city's sports heritage. In Calcutta cricket, what is Ganga Din? Please listen to me. I'm saying what, not who. So obviously, this is something you would find somewhere in the city. I hope you're interested in cricket. Indus Valley.
Ma'am, isn't this R Direct?
Was the last one a bonus to you?
Yes, ma'am, it was a
It
bonus.
was. I'm so sorry. So this is your direct. I can't hear you. Sorry, Ram.
Ma'am, is it the heavy roller of the Eden Gardens?
That is an absolutely fantastic answer, Ram. Are you interested in cricket?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I thought this was the toughest question I had. Ganga Din is the heavy roller at the Eden Gardens. And that takes you up to 80 points, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yes, ma'am.
Indus Valley is on 30. Indus Valley, this is your question. Who said in 1947, what is the use of Bengal without Calcutta? Indus Valley.
Jinnah told Lord Mountbatten during the partition.
What is the use of Bengal without Calcutta? I think that is a terrific answer because we asked something from the other side in the previous quiz. 40 points, you had got stuck in a bit of a rut. 40 points now to Indus Valley. Hopefully, you're going to be moving much faster. Birla High is just 40 points ahead of you. Okay. Shamunai, I'm going to end with the question that I'd skipped on curry puffs, but now I'm asking the next question. Okay.
Ma'am, so the third round, the second round ends here, right?
I thought one
So you have to
question
see
is left.
No, that's all right. The one question you can ask after, at the third round, second question.
Okay. Yeah.
Curry puff
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, now we
So
have to
should we
show the
start with
scores.
that? Should we start with that?
Ma'am, but before that, we show the scores, right?
Yeah.
To rounds have ended. Yeah.
Hello. So after the second round, Birla High School is at 80 points and Indus Valley World School is at 40 points.
Indus Valley is at 40 points. Terrific. Like I said, you're just halfway there, and I know you're going to be able to catch up. Thanks, Abhishek. Okay, now just a bit of an explanation. We're starting the third round. I'm going to ask the two questions in the beginning. After that, Shubha Prasanna, who is our patron, is going to ask two questions. From his second question, he is going to change direction. So
Ma'am,
it
if
will
I mean,
be- Yeah.
ma'am, a slight issue. The thing is, we have 7 rounds, no? So we have 42 questions. So after we end the third round, so from the 22nd question, the direction changes. So that comes to
Okay.
Tanushri's. So not Shubhada. Shubhada can ask
Okay.
his own, no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was just going by our earlier discussion. So you just let me know the one before that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'll just do it. Okay. So no change of direction now. As Shamunna said, we're going to carry on this way from Birla High to Indus Valley World School. My question, the first one. He was a Russian linguist, a writer, a musician, a translator, compiled a small Bengali dictionary, and founded the first European-style proscenium drama theatre in India at Domtala, Ezra Street, using Bengali actors and actresses for the first time. Who was he? Only one name.
Is it Gerasim Lebedev?
Absolutely right. Lebedev it was, and that's another 10 excellent points to Birla High. I love the fact that nothing's left to chance here. They are so sure of what they're saying. Okay, Shubhada, please get ready for your questions. My last question. Okay. This is for Indus Valley, a very easy one. You can work it out. What did Anglo-Indians call curry puffs? What did Anglo-Indians call curry puffs? We had a question on curry biscuits. That was papads. This is curry puffs. Anglo-Indian cuisine. Very much a part of Calcutta's heritage. Indus Valley World School. This is yours.
Try.
Take a guess. No negative marks.
Time up.
Your chance to catch. Okay, Birla High.
Samosa or
Birla
Shingara?
High, are you trying this? Sorry?
Samosa or Shingara?
He said samosa.
I didn't hear that.
He said samosa or shinghara.
Well, it's a patty. So I think should we, Jayashree, should we give it to them? Patty and samosa fairly close.
Not the same.
No, not the same.
Not the same. Sorry, not the same. So we can't give you this one. You're still on Indus Valley. You're still on 40 now, right? You didn't score in the last two. And the other school, Birla High, has moved up to 90, as far as I remember, right? And now we're going to have the two questions from Shubhada. Shubha Prasanna, he is one of our patrons at Calcutta Heritage Collective, and we are so immensely proud to have him here today. An amazing artist and active member of the Calcutta Painters. He's known all over India. His art is seen at the leading museums, not only of the country, but elsewhere. Shubhada, delighted to have you here.
Thank you.
Your two questions.
Yeah, please tell me the sculptor, one of our great sculptor, got a commission from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to create a huge statue at a bank building, which is very prominent bank building in New Delhi. He did all the way from Shantiniketan. He went there, he stayed there, and he did that sculpture, which is not only one of the greatest sculpture of our country, also it's quite world known. Could you please tell me the name of the sculptor, and thereafter, what is the name of that statue, that sculpture?
So we need to give you the name of the sculpture.
The statue
Hello?
and the sculptor.
Yeah, the statue and the sculpture.
Okay, so the name of the statues was Yaksha and Yakshini, and the sculptor was Ram Kinkar Baj.
Beige.
Yeah, I think we can give it to him.
Yeah.
Ten points to Birla High. I think
Next
they
question.
reached a century.
May I start? Next
Of
question.
course. Of course.
Okay. Second one is the founder of Bengal School of Art and also pioneer of Indian modern art movement. He painted a beautiful painting during the freedom movement. What is the title of the painting? And who was the founder of Bengal School of Art? So one is that what is the title of the painting? And second is who was the founder?
Sorry? Could you say
The
that
painter,
again?
the painter is Abanindranath Thakur, and the name of the painting is Bharat Mata.
Absolutely right.
Thank you.
Shubhada?
Very good, very good.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Shubhada. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really
Okay,
wonderful
okay.
for them to know about their art heritage as in all our heritage. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Our first
Thank you,
patron,
thank
we're
you.
going to have Usha coming up now. But I just want to say congratulations, Indus Valley World School. You seem to have got stuck on those marks, but I think you've moved up to 50 now. Again, halfway mark to the century that Birla High has. You can get them. Many questions ahead of us. And now we are going to have someone who every Calcuttan is in love with. She's been singing for over 50 years, spreading a little bit of magic in all our lives. whenever we hear her or hear that voice of hers. Just singing two lines also makes such a difference. Usha Uthup, she's somebody who's won a Padma Shri. She's won the Filmfare Award for the Best Playback Singer. She's won innumerable awards and she started her career right here. She came to national fame right here from Park Street, from Trinkers. Usha Uthup, let's put our hands together for her. Usha?
Oh,
Usha, you there? Hi,
yes,
hi.
very much here. Hello.
Hi, Usha.
Hi, everybody. Namaskar, namaskaram, sat sri akal, salam alaikum. To both these schools, I mean, they're just fantastic. Really, I mean, there's such wonderful questions. And Odie, as always, Oindrala, you're so marvelous. Shubhada, it was wonderful to share the
you.
stage with you. Really lovely to be here for such an amazing, amazing organization, institution like this. You know, I want to say to all the kids over here, you all are so well informed. And I think this is what part of our heritage is. You are what your heritage is, really, which is not what I'm saying that you have to live in the past all the time, but just glean from the past all the wonderful things that Calcutta stands for, Bengal stands for, and then take it into your own life. That is what this is all about, really, the collective. This is what it's all about. And I'm so glad to be a part of this. Thank you so much, Oindrala, for having me here today. And thank you to these wonderful children. I mean, you are just so brilliant. Just some of the questions were really marvelous. And thank God I didn't have to answer them. Odie, you're just brilliant, Oindrala. I can't hear you, Oindrala. I can't hear you.
Ma'am, you are muted. Yeah. So please.
Angela, you're mute.
I don't know.
Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Usha ma'am, you are perfectly audible. Oindrala ma'am
Okay.
is audible. Just she has to unmute herself. Yeah, I think we have a slight technical glitch on her end. Ma'am, please unmute your device once.
Being able to unmute. Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Now I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay, let's have the question, Shamunnoy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, question is, this man was a famous Bengali thinker, a Baul mystic, an author, a philosopher, a social reformer and songwriter who lived between 1774 and 1890. Usha is going to be singing a song made famous by him. Either give his name or what this style of singing is.
No, they have to give both.
Okay.
Both.
Usha, are you going to give half points or they have to answer both to get?
They have to answer both. They have to answer both. Okay, because it's simple. And do I get to sing Hello, Indrela? Can I sing the song?
Please, please.
Yeah, I'm going to sing the whole song. Okay, don't cut me off.
No, no one's
The
doing
kids won't allow it anyway. সব লোকে কয় লালন কি যা সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি যা সংসারে লালন বলে জাতের কি রূপ লালন দেখলাম না এ নজরে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে কেউ মালা কেউ তসবি গলে তাই তোর জাত ভিন্ন বলে কেউ মালা কেউ তসবি গলে তাই তোর জাত ভিন্ন বলে যাওয়া কিংবা আসার বেলায় যাওয়া কিংবা আসার বেলায় জাতির চিহ্ন রয় কারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সুন্নত দিলে হয় মুসলমান আর এ তবে কি হয় বিহান সুন্নত দিলে হয় মুসলমান আর এ তবে কি হয় বিহান বামুন চিনি পইতে প্রমাণ বামুন চিনি পইতে প্রমাণ বামনি চিনি কি প্রকারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে জগৎ বেড়ে জাতির কথা লোকে গল্প করে যথা কথা জগৎ বেড়ে জাতির কথা লোকে গল্প করে যথা কথা লালন বলে জাতির থাকনা লালন বলে জাতির থাকনা ডুবেছি সাত বাজারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে লালন বলে জাতের কি রূপ লালন বলে জাতের কি রূপ দেখলাম না এ নজরে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে
Can I be heard, Shamunnoy?
Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to give us the answer to that? Usha is waiting for your answer.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, so our answer is Fakir, Lalon Shah, and Lalon Giti.
No, there's not necessarily Lalon Giti. You could say something else as well if you can.
Ma'am, so I can describe the genre. So it actually goes for religious tolerance, and it is primarily for like it is based on religious tolerance, most of his poems.
That is you, the one who is the other person also in your team?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Birla
Okay, so he said Lalon Fakir, which was fine. And he said Lalon Giti, which is fine. But the whole the whole set of people who sing it, do you know what they are called?
Simple.
What the singers are called?
Ma'am, it's a very wild case, but is it a mujra? I'm not very sure.
No.
But Usha, I think we'll give it to them because
No, of course we'll give it to them because they got Lalon Giti right.
Yeah.
But the whole genre of music is baul.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a baul singer.
Actually, ma'am, it was given Baul singer in the question.
Ma'am, in the question.
Exactly.
So that's why we thought
That was the googly. That was the googly. It was
Okay.
given in the question itself, and you all didn't. But it was fine. I mean, what you said was perfect. Yeah, it was really lovely. Did you like my rendition, the rock type of thing? Yeah.
Ma'am, it was
Yes,
amazing.
ma'am, we loved it.
Thank you, darling, because I picked it and did it with a lot of care, and we finished dubbing it actually, and getting all the tracks and everything ready. So I was really thrilled that you would like it. Actually, I knew you would like it because it's so different. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Thanks so much. And now for the second one.
Mhm.
Second question. Christmas, remember, is round the corner and it's something really vital to Calcutta's heritage. It's been special for many decades, and Christmas music is something we can't do without during Christmas festivities in this city. Now, Usha's singing an abiding hit by a Puerto Rican singer, which every Christmas reveler here knows. Just name the song and the artist, both to get marks, not half.
Okay, here goes.
You go, yeah.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Absolutely amazing. I think she deserves a big round of applause. And that is one of my favorite Christmas songs. I could hear C. Ram singing along. Okay, Indus Valley, this one's for you.
Ma'am, the song is Feliz Navidad and the singer is Jose Feliciano.
Absolutely right.
Superb. I'm so thrilled you got it.
So 120 to Birla High and Indus Valley World School on 60 points, I think. Usha, I don't know how to say thank you to you. You're a
Don't.
patron of Calcutta Heritage School, Calcutta Heritage Collective. And really, thank you so much for sparing your time to be here with us. I
It's
know
so
how busy you
wonderful.
are.
It's so wonderful, Oindrila, to be with you and to be with these amazing children. They are so clever, and
Yeah.
they've got everything at their fingertips. It's really, really wonderful. That that bumper, I would never have guessed. It was such a difficult one. I really went crazy thinking, will they ever get it? I didn't get it until you said it. It was really amazing how they got it. Really clever
Yeah,
children, and
that was
this will
something you
be
couldn't have got out
very soon, Oindrila, this will be part of our heritage as well. These young children and the way, how well they are educated, the way they behave, the way their manners are so polite, the way they talk, the way we've all got together in spite of the pandemic. And, the way people are suffering all over the world, it's coming back again. But you know what? I'm a compulsive optimist, and I know things are going to be better, especially the youth are our future. So this Calcutta Heritage Collective is really bringing out some amazing stuff. You use the past, your heritage, as a measure, as a yardstick to make today even better so that tomorrow will be wonderful. And I just hope this wretched COVID just goes fast. Stay
Thank you
safe,
so much.
stay well, and remember, stay happy. Keep a smile on your face. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Usha. Can't say thank you enough. And what a lovely message to leave for Calcutta Heritage Collective and for all you children. Remember that, what she said, she's somebody who's been around for over 50 years. She is part of our city's heritage, our musical heritage, and somebody we'll never be able to forget. Thank you
Merry
once
Christmas,
again.
everybody, and Happy New Year. Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
Thank you. And we now have somebody, another patron of Calcutta Heritage Collective. Sorry, that is the end of the third round, I think, Shamunna.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So can you please
Okay.
clarify the scores with Abhishek once?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
please.
hello. So in round 3, Birla High School scored 30 points and Indus Valley World School scored 20 points. So at the end of round 3, Birla High School is at 110 points and Indus Valley is at 60 points.
Excellent. Excellent. And we now have our next patron. He's sitting all the way far away in Landor. He's in the hills and he hasn't been able to join us because connectivity is so low, but he quickly sent us his questions. So, Victor Banerjee, that's a name each one of us knows, an invaluable part of Kolkata's acting heritage, screen heritage, not just Calcutta, but all over the world. Victor has acted for directors of the repute of David Lean, Roman Polanski, Satyajit Ray, he's on top of the list, Mrinal Sen, Sham Benegal. He's lit up the screen. He's done both art cinema and commercial cinema. Really, really come to the fore on screens across the world. Thank you so much, Victor, for being a patron, for taking the time out to give us these questions. Could we have the questions, please, Shamna?
Okay, young geniuses. Here's my first question. What was the name of the Bengali version of the film Hamrahi, and who was its cinematographer? Okay, good luck.
Shamanna will give us the answers, but this is your question, Birla Hai.
Yeah, Birla Hai, I think time is ticking, so you have to be a little faster.
You're mute.
So, ma'am, Bengali film is Udair Pathe, and I think Bimal Roy was the cinematographer.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely correct. They get plus 10. And I think the next question will be direct to Indus Valley. So I'll share the screen, hear the question carefully, and then answer.
Okay, whiz kids, here's my second question. What Bengali film won the Crystal Globe Grand Prix Award at the Carlo Vivari Film Festival in 1957? And who was the lead actor in it? Okay, good luck.
You have to have some knowledge. But they answered all my questions. Nothing came back to me. Thank you, darling. I enjoy quizzing. I used to be a quizzer.
Okay, I think this will be direct to Indus Valley. Indus Valley, please answer. Your time is ticking.
Sure, darling. Okay.
Mother India is the name of the film.
And lead actor, there were two parts. I think time is up for you. So I'll quickly pass to Birla High for their direct.
Yeah.
I mean, bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, so the movie is Agdin Ratre and the lead actor was Raj Kapoor.
Perfect. Absolutely right. 10 points straight away. So this was indeed Agdin Ratre, which, I mean, there's a two part, it was bilingual. Agdin Ratre was the Bengali part and Jagter Ho was the Hindi part. And absolutely correct, Birla High. That gets you another 10 and you were seriously going on to the lead right now. So yes, ma'am, up to you now.
Thank you, Shamunai. And I just want to know, have we lost Navpreet by any chance?
No, I'm there.
Okay. I kind of missed that very stern voice saying.
No, these kids aren't giving me a chance.
I know. Okay. So we're going to have two questions by Tanushree, but the first question is going to be in this direction. From the second question, she moves direction to the other side. Now let me introduce this patron of ours. Tanushree Shankar, imbibed from her father-in-law, the world-famous Uday Shankar. She started something which she calls New Age dance, incorporating his influences and many more. Tanushree again is somebody who's made India proud, taking the Indian dance heritage, the magic of it, to people like Martha Graham, Alvin Ailey, no less, and many more. Proud to have you with us. Tanushree Shankar, it's over to you.
Namaskar and a very good evening to everyone. I'm really thrilled to be on this platform with such brilliant minds. There's so many questions I wouldn't have been able to answer, just like what Usha said. And congratulations to both the team because of coming into the finals. So the first question for you all is, Uday Shankar made a landmark film, which was restored by director Martin Scorsese, and as we would otherwise have lost part of our world dance heritage. What was the name of the film?
Ma'am, it's Kalpana.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Thank you. It is Kalpana. It's one of the first films on dance, and which inspired many more directors like V. Shantaram and lots of other dance oriented films in the South as well as in Bombay. So it was and it was released in 1947, and it was made for taking about 3 to 4 years it took to make that film. And it's an outstanding film. If you see it now, you'll feel he's talking about a lot of issues which we are going through now. So that was fantastic. Okay, the second question is, she was Uday Shankar's dance partner, before Amala Shankar? Who is she? What is her name?
Tanushree, we move direction from this one. This one goes.
Ma'am, this is direct to Birla High only, and then Birla High is direct again.
Say the question.
Ma'am, is this our question?
It should be our question.
No, we're moving direction. So this one, as Shamunai had said, goes once again to Birla High. Am I right?
Ma'am, but Birla High started answering and then they are getting again double questions now.
Shamunai?
Ma'am, this will be direct to IVWS, and next onwards we move question. Okay.
Okay.
So what do I do about the time now?
Okay,
I'll start now.
Start the time now. Indus Valley's question.
I have a small suggestion, Shamunai. I
Yes, ma'am.
don't think anybody will mind. Just to stop this question they have in their minds about it's maybe a little unfair to them. Let's finish this round in this direction. And we'll have 3 in the other direction. Teams, is that okay?
Yes, ma'am, it's fine.
Both teams? Okay, let's do that. So you won't think that you missed out a turn in the middle. Ivy.
The time starts now, okay?
The
You
the
are,
answer is Anna Pavlova.
she was right at the beginning, but there was another lady who was just prior to Amala Shankar. She was very, very famous. Very.
Ma'am, so does it pass to us?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so it is Suzanne Barbier.
Absolutely. Simki. She was known as Simki, and Susan Barbier. She was a French lady who used to partner him prior to Amala Shankar. And Anna Pavlova was the first one who actually discovered Uday Shankar in the dance form, because prior to that, he was a painter. So in a way, I just wanted to know the name of the partner who was just before Amala Shankar. So I'm sorry, Indrav, you were quite right, but still not right. Thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you so much, Tanushree. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And the last patron we have today, the last patron of Calcutta Heritage Collective, somebody again who straddled both worlds and taken the best of India's classical music all over the world, also built an alternative music, world music, fusion music, world music, whatever you may call it, using every element of the classical music that he has mastered so brilliantly, knows so well, and built on it for a younger generation, for world audiences. You all know of his name. You all have seen him performing or doing music for films, which he does very frequently now, straddling both the classical and the fusion world. Bikram Ghosh, please come in.
Hello, everybody. Namaskar.
Hi there. Oh, what happened to your audio?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's great to be here. It's turning out to be a fantastic quiz. The students are phenomenal. They are getting pretty much everything right. And kudos to the Heritage Collective, to you, Andrila, to Mukul, to all of those who have made this incredible work possible. Very, very honored to be a part of it. So should I go straight to the question now?
Please do. Please do.
All right. I'm assuming that most of you have heard of the name Annapurna Devi. She was known, of course, as a phenomenal sitar player. But Annapurna Devi was also brilliant with another instrument. What was that instrument? What is the name of that instrument?
Sir, just to clarify, whose question is this?
Indira, will you clarify that?
We are doing this the same way. So this is Birla High's question. Only the last 3 rounds will go the other way. Birla High, this is your question.
Do you need me to repeat the question, or are you good?
Yeah, maybe you could repeat it once, Bikram.
Annapurna Devi, the famous sitar player, was also brilliant with another instrument. What was that instrument? What is the name of that instrument? The other instrument, other than the sitar?
So, is it the Sur Bahar?
Absolutely spot on. Brilliant. Well done. Should I go to the next question, Anjula?
Yes, do that, please.
All right. All right, so I'm going to show you an instrument now. I'm going to play it a bit to show you how it's played, and then I would like you to tell me the name of this instrument. It is a traditional Indian percussion instrument. This is what it looks like. And this is what it sounds like.
I don't know if I'm the only one who's lost the sound.
Na sound ta ashche na Bikram.
Can't hear at all.
That's the problem with Zoom. It cuts frequencies.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
We can hear you.
Yes.
All right. It'll cut it again the minute it goes to the high register. So, but anyway, here goes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, can't hear. But
Yeah,
I'm sure you've got the gist of it, boys.
Yeah.
That is the instrument. He's held it up for you. It's our loss that we didn't hear him playing, because that's really exciting.
Ma'am, the instrument is Khanjira.
Perfect. Spot on. It's called Kanjira. It's spelled Kanjera. You're absolutely right. It is a Kanjira. It is a South Indian percussion instrument. And yes, you're absolutely right. So well done. Spot on, both of you.
Absolutely brilliantly done. Bikram, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless.
That was the last from our patrons. Let's have the scores at the end of the 4th round. We're going to be moving direction after this.
Hello. So in the 4th round, Birla High School scored 50 points and Indus Valley World School scored 10 points. And after 4 rounds, the total marks are Birla High School at 160 points and Indus Valley World School at 70 points.
Okay. 160 and 70 seems like a bit of a tall gap, but we can still do it. There are 12 questions for you to score on Indus Valley. And we are now going, there are 18 questions for you to score on. So we're now going to have the audio-visual round. We're having it in the middle because Jayashree Mohanka is going to bring the quiz to a close. So while we set up, I'd like to say a quick thank you to all the other QMs who've really done such a marvelous job on this quiz series. So thank you very much, Shahanshah Mirza. Was really proud to share the mic with you, to share a quiz with you. Thank you so much, Shahanshah Bhai. Supriya Neighbor, absolutely stellar performance as a QM, a quizzing person herself. It showed in what she was doing. Thank you so much, Supriya. You were terrific every time. Mukul Agarwal, who took that small leap of faith after a lot of badgering, came in as a debutante quiz master and did really well. Deep Ghosh, incredible amount of learning, amazing questions. Thank you so much, Deep. for being part of this quiz series, the CHC Heritage Quiz Series for Schools. Also a debutant quizmaster, Vibha Mitra. Thank you so much, all of you. Proud to have done this alongside you all. And now could we have the audio visuals, please?
So we start with Indus Valley now, right?
Yeah, we're going the other way. These three. Okay. That is the advertisement for Godrej's vegetable toilet soap. There was a very famous and unlikely Bengali who modeled for this soap advertisement. Who was that Bengali? This is to Indus Valley World School. And I'd be very troubled by that smile on the faces of Birla High. Go for it, Indus Valley. Take a guess. Famous Calcuttan, famous Bengali.
Ma'am, Rabindranath Tagore.
Absolutely right. Don't be hesitant. Try it out. Rabindranath Tagore, 10 excellent points to Indus Valley. Okay, let's move on now. Indus Valley moves up to 80, halfway mark to 160. You can do it. At least come close. Birla High, this is yours. You're going to hear this voice, an unmistakable voice, paying tribute to the unforgettable Bonulata Sen. Whose is the voice and who is the poet? And I'm going to be like Usha and insist on both parts to the question. No half.
বিম্বিসার অশোকের ধূসর জগতে সেখানে ছিলাম আমি আরো দূর অন্ধকারে বিদর্ভ নগরে আমি ক্লান্ত প্রাণ এক চারিদিকে জীবনের সমুদ্র সফেন আমারই দুদণ্ড শান্তি দিয়েছিল নাটোরের বনলতা সেন
Yes, Birla High.
So, ma'am, the voice is Soumitra Chatterjee and the poet is Jivanananda Das.
Perfect answer. Soumitra Chatterjee, who we've lost, that's a part of our invaluable cultural heritage, and Jivanananda Das, Bonolata Sen. Great going, Birla High. 10 points to you. You move up to 170. Okay, the third question, this one goes to Indus Valley. It's a visual. This is an illustration and limerick by a famous English writer, artist, musician, illustrator, and poet who was known for his nonsense verse and limericks. You've all read his verses. Who was he? You can't not get this. Indus Valley. Take a try. Known for his nonsense verse and limericks.
Lewis Carroll.
Not really, but a good try, an intelligent try. Over to Birla High. This passes back
Ma'am,
to
it is Edward Lear.
Edward Lear. I thought this was one of the easiest. Edward Lear, the owl and the pussycat. All of you have done that. 10 points to Birla High, and they're running away with this quiz. 180 for Birla High, 60 for Ivy. Next question. Okay, this is a clip from Satyajit Ray's Gupi Gayan Bagha Bain. This is the Bhuter Raja speaking. But whose voice is it? Give me the voice.
আপনি আমাদের নাম জানেন? নাম জানি, ধর্ম জানি, সব জানি, রাজা দিল দূর করে, ঠাই নেই, ঠাই নেই, কোথা যাবি কি বা খাবি, জানা নেই, জানা নেই, জানা নেই। সত্যি রাজা মশাই, আমাদের বড্ড দুঃখ, কিছু কোনো কিছু বুঝতে পারছি না। আমি আছি, বলতো রাজা খুশি হলে বারবি, খুশি হলে বারবি, তিনবার তিনবার তিনবার।
Easy question. Birla High.
The Voices of Satyajit Ray.
Absolutely right. The director himself, that was Satyajit Ray, doing the voice of Bhuter Raja and Gupiga and Bagabain. Birla High moves up to 180. No. Am I right? 180 for you,
Ma'am, I
Birla?
think it's 190.
190.
Ma'am, it's 190.
Yeah. And Indus Valley World School, lot of catching up to do. It's looking a little impossible at this point. Okay. Next one. This one is to Indus Valley. This painting is called Job Chanak's Calcutta to Satyajit Ray's Mahanagar. Just give me the painter's name. Very recognizable style, famous painting. Job Chanak's Calcutta to Satyajit Ray's Mahanagar. Who's the painter?
M.F. Hussain.
That is M.F. Hussain. Absolutely right. Indus Valley gets 10 points. Great going, Indus. Just keep this up and you might just do it. The next clip, please. Shamanna. You'll hear a clip from Tapun Sinha's classic Kudito Pashan, based on Tagore's Hungry Stones. Who was the world-renowned music director? A stalwart, an absolute stalwart in the world of classical music, Hindustani classical music. Strong Calcutta connections. Who was that? Who directed the music for Kudito Pashan?
Ma'am, we like to go with Ali Akbar Khan.
Well, you go absolutely in the right direction. That was Ustad Ali Akbar Khan Sahab. That is 10 points to Birla High. And now we come to the end of our audio-visual round. Could we look at the scores, please? Abhishek.
Hello. So in round 5, Birla High School scored 40 points and Indus Valley World School scored 20 points. And at the end of the round 5, the total scores are Birla High School at 200 points and Indus Valley World School at 90 points.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. Birla High seemingly with an unbeatable lead, but there are 12 questions to go and the difference is 110. You really need some great luck, but I'm going to hand you over to an absolutely fantastic quizzing person. One of the best, not just in the city, but in the country. Someone Calcutta Heritage Collective is truly proud to have here with us today, being a guest doing 2 rounds for this quiz. She's a brain box who very few people can get the better of. If she's sitting in on an open quiz, it's like over for most people. Her knowledge is amazing, it's in-depth, and it's something that she does with love. I'm so proud to welcome Jayashree Mohanka. Please come in, Jayashree, and with the scores at Birla High on 200 and Indus Valley World School on 90. Take it away, Jayashree Mohanka.
Thank you so much, Andrila, for those kind words. I came in just in time to hear you and I'm so touched. But more than that, I'm amazed at all these young people. Someone who's done the research for me, I was telling him that the questions are too tough for school. He says, no, Jayashree, they are very good. They are open level. So just keep the questions at that high level. So all the best. You're all winners, all 6 of you. And I'll be happy to do the last 2 rounds.
Yes.
Shamane, shall we start the set?
Okay.
Okay. All the questions and answers are connected to famous women from Calcutta or connected to Calcutta. So here's the first question. This is for Indus Valley, right?
Yes, this is for Indus Valley.
First question for Indus Valley, yeah.
Just share again, yeah.
Annapurna Das originally belonged to Faridpur. She came to West Bengal post-partition and eventually shifted to Pyari Mohan Mukherjee Road in Belur. She's usually seen on certain products which were silenced this year. How do we better know this elderly matriarch? Indus Valley, do we have a guess?
I'm sorry, the time is up.
Indus Valley, you're one shot at the answer. Think of
The
an
time is up, ma'am.
Time is up, so I have to go to Birla High.
You'll have to pass it, yeah.
Okay, Birla High, yours.
Ma'am, is it the chocolate bomb?
What's she called?
I think it's the Borima chocolate bomb.
Bodhima is how she's referred to. The brand ambassador of the chocolate bombs, which are silenced this year. Sorry, Indus Valley, there was a toughie and a great answer from Birla High. Birla High, now it's your question. Which establishment opened in 2014 and named after a Nobel laureate is this? Their ad says, December is here, meet your favorite heroes, lifelike.
Yeah, so we think that it's the Mother's Wax Museum named after Mother Teresa.
Absolutely right. So you get another 10 points on the trot. Indus Valley, your question. She was the highest ranking woman in BBC's poll of the 100 greatest Bengali of all time. A leading feminist thinker and educationist of her time, she has a school established by her in Kolkata. Who is this, celebrated through this Google Doodle? The school is named after her husband and her surname. There's also a park named after her. Indus Valley. Indus Valley, do you have a guess?
Time up.
Okay, it passes to Birla High.
Ma'am, it's Begum Rukaiya.
It is Begum Rokhaya, another brilliant answer. And all of you, please read Sultana's Dream, her story, tiny little work of futuristic science fiction. It's brilliant. Question now back again to Birla High. Miss Maiti was married to a certain Trilochan Dash, I'm not giving you his surname, from Alinan. He was much older than her. She was widowed at the age of 18. Her moment under the sun came several decades later in 1942. She has a statue in Kolkata. How do we better know this courageous lady, often compared to Mahatma Gandhi?
Ma'am, is it Sister Nivedita?
No, it's not Sister Nivedita. It passes to Indus Valley.
Time up.
No guesses?
The time's up.
Time's up for both. Okay, the answer is, I should have said there's a road named after her. Matangini Hazra, freedom fighter. Next question now to Indus Valley, right?
Yeah.
Although she was born in Azamgarh and passed away in Mysore, it was in Calcutta that she saw her popularity rise. Her fame skyrocketed after Frederick Geisberg of the Gramophone Company recorded her in 1902. Who is this famous performer?
Ma'am,
Time up.
Jan.
Just in the nick of time, I heard the answer.
Just at the nick of time, yeah.
Absolutely. Brilliant answer. Great, Indus Valley. And now the last question of this round to Birla. Okay, a long extract from a letter by a famous person. She's already passed what's called the first licentiate in medicine and surgery examinations and is to go up for the final examination in March next. This young lady, Mrs. Ganguly, married after she made up her mind to become a doctor and has had one, if not two children since. But she was absent only 13 days for her lying in, means giving birth, and did not miss, I believe, a single lecture. Which famous personality, not from India but in a related field, is praising Kadambini Ganguly in a letter from 1888? Just think of a famous non-Indian in a related field to Kadambini Ganguly's. And now, Preet, thank you for showing us Kadambini Ganguly's book.
Ma'am, it is Florence Nightingale. Very wild guess.
Brilliant, brilliant. Your wild guess is spot on. It is Florence Nightingale. Lovely answer from VHS. That's great. So that's the end of the round on women. Do we have the scores now, Abhishek?
Hello. So in round 6, Birla High School scored 40 points and Indus Valley World School scored 10 points. So at the end of round 6, we have the following scores. Birla High School at 240 points and Indus Valley World School at 100 points.
Okay, so we play for pride, but we'll play the last round and maybe Indus Valley can salvage a little bit of it. You are winners regardless. Okay, you've come this far and you got some of the tougher questions. Here's my last set of 6 questions. This is the general round on Kolkata. Question to Indus Valley, right? What considered to be the first of its kind in the country, very ornate Art Nouveau in style and manually controlled using a handle. It's an electrical device, but it's manually controlled. It uses a handle to, choose where it goes. It has over 120 years. In 120 years of its existence, been modernized only twice. First in 1969 and a second time in 2010 with a change in the controller, wiring and fixtures. What device is this in a heritage building and considered the first in the
tram?
Not tram, not tram. You didn't listen to the whole thing. I said heritage building. But you have answered. So Birla High, it's your shot.
Time up.
Time up for both teams?
Ma'am, can we still have a guess at it? Ma'am, can we still have a guess at it?
Sure, go ahead.
Ma'am, is it the elevator at Rajbhavan? Because it's very old and I know it's...
The elevator at Rajbhavan, the oldest elevator this side of Suez, so to speak. Great answering. And the next question is to Birla High.
Excuse me, ma'am, do we get points for this then?
It doesn't really matter, does it, at this stage? But I like your competitive spirit, so we'll give you the points. Yeah. Okay. This is the world's largest of its kind. This 110-year-old structure was built using the same quality of iron as that of the Titanic. Lasted a hell of a lot longer. It has survived wars and earthquakes. It's in Calcutta. Underwent a renovation in recent times. What am I talking about?
Yeah, so we think that it's a Tala water tank.
Absolutely. It is the largest overhead tank, overground tank in the world. Beautiful answer. Next question again to Indus Valley. Okay. This company was founded in 1901 by a Bengali gentleman. It's now the only public sector unit in Eastern India that manufactures anti-malarial drugs, and it came into the news earlier this year for mass producing hydroxychloroquine. Which company is this? Very much part of our corporate heritage of Bengal.
Bengal Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals.
Perfect answer. Good 10 points to you, Indus Valley, and now to Birla High. Number 6, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee Street at College Square was the house of a Krishna Kumar Mitra. Someone briefly stayed here after being released from jail in 1909 till he moved to Chandanagar in 1910. Which freedom fighter is this who has a school named after him in Chandanagar but has a town named after him near another French colony in India? Birla, it's your question.
Ma'am, is it Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose?
No, it's not. Indus Valley, take it away.
No, Aurobindo Ghosh.
Absolutely, Sri Aurobindo. Auroville is actually just outside Pondicherry. Beautiful answering. And now you get another question to you directly. What in Calcutta was inaugurated on 14 December 1968 by the then Deputy Prime Minister Morarji Desai and has over the years served as a brilliant platform to promote various types of performing arts, and thus its only act that is located on a thoroughfare named after the most famous theatre personality globally.
Robindra Sadan.
Not Rabindra Sadan. Birla.
Ma'am, is it Shakespeare Sarni?
The Sarni is right, but not the structure, so I can't give you points. Anybody wants to try without points? A Center for Performing Arts on Shakespeare Sarni.
Ma'am, can we further specify our answer?
No, you can't. Your points are over, but you can give another guess.
Ma'am, is it the Sans Souci Theatre?
No, that's where St. Xavier's is now. This is Kala Mandir. Okay. And now we come to the last question of the quiz, I think. Direct to Birla High. Yeah. A merchant in colonial times, William Dash lent his surname to a firm, Dash, Gilmore and Company. His main job was to supply and feed the elephants and the camels of the British Army during the time of Lord Wellesley. Which building in Kolkata, the headquarters of a transport organization, and one of the stops on a different mode of transport, is named after him, building an area?
Okay, it's a wild guess. So is it the Galston House?
No, it's not. This is a toughie. This Valley?
Time up.
Okay, for no points, it's the headquarters of the Eastern Railway. So what's it called? The building and area? No? Okay, so something got past all of you. It's fairly place. But thank you for a wonderfully well played round. And congratulations to the winners and to the runners up. You all did very well. Thank you. Thank you, Andrila, for giving me the chance. Thank you,
Not
Shaman
at
Naik,
all.
for the
Thank you
research.
so much, Jay. It was our pleasure. That was Jayashree Mohanka. As I said, one of the biggest names in quizzing, who graced us with her questions and presence. Thank you so much, Jay. Hope to do this again.
Thank
And
you so
now,
much. Thank you,
could we
Jai.
take a look at the scores quickly? We know who the winner is, but let's see the scores.
Andrila, can we quickly tally it once with Abhishek? Abhishek, can you take the screen
Yes,
off?
ma'am.
Tally it once.
Yes, ma'am.
Just take it off.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll come up with my audience question, Supriya.
So do that. Give us just half a minute.
Okay, so we'll do the audience questions. I'll just read these out. It's okay if that makes it easier. Only the students of Birla High School or Indus Valley World School can answer this. For lovely tea, Darjeeling tea from Ambutia, Happy Valley. Okay, first one. We'll need to see the visual. That's right. He studied at St. Thomas, Howrah, not Kidarpur. His father worked with the catering service for the railways. He has had innumerable chart toppers, has been knighted. He's the boy in the middle in that photograph. Who is he? Really simple one. We've talked about him before in this program. I hope you will get this quickly answer on Facebook. And our last question for today, an audience question again, to be answered by the students of Birla High and Ivy. Could we have the visual, please, Shamunai? You'll see a piece of very traditional jewelry. That's it. What is this piece of very traditional jewelry worn by Bengali and other brides for generations? Just identify that, give it a name, and write into us. Thank you so much. While we wait for the tallying of the answers, I just want to say to everyone who took part, heritage is something that you have to feel with your heart. When you're in a car, look around you. Listen to all the stories, the untold stories that our heritage buildings, that our heritage arts have to tell us. And feel it with your hearts so that no matter where you are in the world, it will stay alive with you. And you can therefore save our precious heritage from extinction by passing on the word, passing on the interest. Remember that. This is something Calcutta Heritage Collective has done with a passion for keeping alive our heritage, for taking care of it, preserving it. Hence, the CHC Heritage Quiz Series for schools. We hope this is going to be the first one of many. Do we have the scores tallying done?
Yeah, so Angela, we have tallied it and we've been very particular about it. So over to Abhishek. Ask
Yes,
our
ma'am.
tally match perfectly.
So in round 7, Birla High School scored 20 points and Indus Valley World School scored 20 points. So at the end of the quiz, we have the following scores. Birla High School ends the quiz with 260 points and Indus Valley World School ends the quiz with 120 points.
Absolutely phenomenal performances. Birla High School, that is an unbelievable 260 points, the highest so far in this quiz. And I just want to say, Indus Valley World School, please don't feel bad. There are no losers in this quiz. You've put up an absolutely terrific performance. As I said, for the first two rounds, you were neck and neck, and then your luck turned a little bad. But there's always a next time. The way you've performed, I know you will do extremely well. Just stay interested in heritage. Congratulations, Birla High, and congratulations, Indus Valley World School. Just want to say a quick thank you to the people behind the scenes. Sangeeta Dhudoria, who has worked, believe me, tirelessly, absolutely tirelessly, to see that everything about these quizzes is smooth. Rajiv Soni, who's a silent presence behind, giving us encouragement. this is something that Mukul has held together. He's been the backbone of this. And thank you so much, Navpreet Arora. Could we have you on, all of you? Navpreet Arora, very painstakingly keeping time, not a pleasant task, not an easy task. We have another of our quiz masters today, QMs today, Supriya Newar. Abhishek Ghosh, thank you for keeping scores so diligently. And Shamanna Banerjee, words are not enough to thank you for your backroom support, your tech support. Thank you so much for being an inspiration in so many ways, helping out so often, so smilingly and unprotestingly. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Oxford Books. We have wonderful prizes, 3,000 for the winner by way of book coupons for the school and 2,000 for the runners-up. Thank you, Oxford Bookstore, in your 100th year. And thank you, Ambutia Happy Valley Tea, for all the cheer you've spread. Has anyone answered right to the audience questions? No.
No.
Okay, we'll do that later. To all our patrons who came on board today, Shubhada, Shubha Prasanna, Usha Utup, Victor Banerjee all the way from Lando, Tonusri Shankar and Bikram Ghosh, and especially to Jayashree Mohanka. A big, big thank you. We hope to be back with the second edition of this quiz next year. Please stay tuned, stay in touch with the Calcutta Heritage Collective Facebook. I'm Ondrila Dutt. It's been a real pleasure and honor being here with you.
Thank you.
So-
Very brilliant, brilliant initiative.
So on all our behalves, all of us present here, and all the students, Oindrila, a big thank you and many, many hugs to you. Without you, Sangeeta and I and Supriya and all, Navpreet, we couldn't have managed it.
That's
It was
true. Absolutely.
you were the strongest and the biggest pillar for this whole quiz series, and thank you, really. I'm sure Shamanna would also want to say that. Same thing, right? Shamanna?
Yeah, it was Oindrila's initiative and we took it on to do this.
Yes. And thank you, Jayashree.
Thank you.
Coming on. So sweet of you. It was a treat to listen to you.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
We'll all have withdrawal symptoms for some time now.
We will. Yes, I was just about to say I'll miss my scorekeeping or my
Yeah,
time
2 months of, I think almost 2
Timekeeping.
months of working.
Vigorous
for this.
questions. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Guide us
Have
all,
we
Navpreet.
feelings, Shamanna?
Thank you, Samanvai. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jayashree, Navpreet, Supriya.
Bye, ma'am.